imagine a young kid who has the worms and is unable to play because they are anemic. They are unable to attend school because they feel sick all the time. In Kenya specifically, about 25 million people suffer from neglected tropical diseases annually. These neglected tropical diseases, the majority of them can be eliminated within a lifetime. My name is Dr. Caro Karutu. I work for the End Fund as a Vice President of Programs. Neglected tropical diseases, they cause illnesses. They also disable people. Some of the neglected tropical diseases that are prevalent in Kenya include schistosomiasis, also known as bilharzia. Then we have soil-transmitted helminths, also known as intestinal worms, trachoma, which affects the eyes, and in the Kenyan coast, lymphatic filariasis, which is commonly known as elephantiasis. There's a lot of social stigma. Someone who has elephantiasis and the social stigma that comes with that within our communities, everybody's pointing their fingers at them. They themselves don't actually know what is affecting them. It also, in a lot of ways, impacts their day-to-day living because livelihoods, they are not able to go to their farms and till the land as they should. And then when you think about the impact to young children, especially those that have intestinal worms, when you have worms in your belly, what happens is the worms actually feed on the food that you eat. So imagine a young kid who has the worms and is unable to play because they are anemic. They are unable to attend school because they feel sick all the time. With the absenteeism, with the inability to play, your childhood is obviously impacted. The WHO has a roadmap that has 2030 as a date that we can get the majority of these diseases actually eliminated. So to me, the hope is if we care today and we do the right things today, then in 2030, even earlier than 2030, we'll not have to talk and think about neglected tropical diseases. It will be something in the past, something that's ancient, something that was, something that's not. And we can use the money that we use today to deworm children, the money that we use today to conduct surgery for those that have either the hydrocele or to manage those that have morbidity due to lymphatic filariasis, to then do other things. We can use it to build schools. We can use it to treat other diseases. We can use it to manage the pandemics like COVID that's emerging. It's very hard to say that this is how you actually eliminate. It depends on where you are. If you do not have a freshwater source like Lake Victoria, you may never have to worry about schistosomiasis. But if you live in Kisumu and that area, the lake is there. That's where you wash your clothes. That's where you get the water to wash your cars. So you have that direct contact with fresh water and with the snails that actually transmit the schistosomes. At a global level, what do we need to do within now and 2030 to get to that elimination for each of these specific diseases? You need the resources. You need to map. Mapping is expensive. Then we also need to educate our communities because they are neglected, because a lot of people don't even think about it. Today you talk to someone about intestinal worms, they're like, oh, those things still exist. But yes, they're there and impacting about 25 million Kenyans. So it's that education to realize, yes, these diseases are still here with us, but we can eliminate them within the next couple of years. If we are responsive enough, by just knowing that they're there, how do we ensure ourselves, but others around us know that and are getting dewormed in the case of soil-transmitted helminths. And also at the same time, how do we take care of our environment? Because these are, they're within our soil, within the water that the water sources that we interact with on a day-to-day basis. A world without neglected tropical diseases would be a great world. Number one is a world without pain. It is a world without disability. It's a world in which children can play. It's a world in which children can go to school and not worry about feeling lethargic and feeling sickly. If we do the right thing now, we can actually save quite a bit of money and make sure that our children, our grandchildren, do not have to talk about neglected tropical diseases 9 years from today.